Welcome back, Shimboners. We're going to trial something different. The grand final day nerves are in, and we've thought we need to get out and try something new. So you get to see our ugly mugs today. We're going to give a bit of a final thoughts on tonight's grand final at Icon Park with some unpredictable weather, as often is the case in Melbourne and our homeland of Tasmania. Beautiful blue skies out here, though. But Melbourne potentially a little bit of rain tonight as the Roo girls take on the Lions, Chief. Welcome, and how's the nerves settling in on grand final day?
It's a long day to wait, isn't it? I was up at 6 for golf. Golf at 7, first tee time. Played golf, get home. It's only 11:20 or something. We've still got, 5 hours as we speak to wait.
Yeah, it's a long wait. The
It's a
night
long
grand
day.
final, good for the optics, not good for the nerves. Much the same for me. The nerves are still there. I wouldn't say it's quite as intense as last year, but definitely the want to win is. But not quite as nervous as last year, but it's going to be a good challenge against the Lions. It's the trilogy, the third time we face them in a grand final. So everyone's looking forward to the first bounce, and there's going to be some key matchups. But we'll start with predictions. Who are you predicting, and what's the final margin?
Yeah, with a long wait while we're on that, I think it advantages us a little bit because obviously the girls are all sleeping in their own bed and can have some routine, whereas Brisbane are all in the hotel, no doubt, and it'd probably be a bit harder to kill time. But both teams went through it last year, so it's a minor advantage, maybe. Um, Predictions. Well, it depends on the weather. Obviously, if it rains, I think we've got better skills. Skills normally come to the top in the rain, but of course, it's a lot low scoring, can become a slog, a territory game, and dubious free kicks can have a massive impact on a low scoring game. So I prefer it be fine. Probably it'll still be a little bit wet if it's rained all day and night over there, but if it clears up, we get a fine night, no rain. I think we'll win by 3 to 4.
Yeah, I've got us winning by 27 points.
Nice.
It was interesting to note, though, Riley Beveridge, who copped some flack during the week as he said Emma Carney is the greatest player of all time, or was mounting a case as,
Well,
and he was accurate.
we've said that she's the OG goat, and Jazzy's going to go past her.
Yeah, and they've both got 8 blazers.
Yeah.
Um,
More importantly, they've both got the royal blue and white vertical stripes.
exactly. But yeah, he also said that he thinks North can win by 10 goals, which is a bit
It's
ambitious.
a bit weather. Like they're playing here in Tassie now, just it's blue skies, no wind. I reckon, and if they played down here at UTAS on a big ground, I reckon we would.
But it'll be interesting to see. Now, if there is rain, could Croc swing a late change?
I think he has to think about it seriously.
Because we know that Mia King is one half of the extractors
And
with
she,
Ruby
a
Tripodi.
contested beast, and she can also work from inside to out. And she releases as one half of these extractors, Ash and Jazzy to get loose on the outside of the stoppage and
Exactly
do
right.
maximum damage from there.
So I think, yeah, if the weather's poor, I mean, she's very stiff. It's the heartbreaking story of the week,
Yeah,
not being selected. There was always going to be one, regardless of what decision was made. So, yeah, I'd be strongly advocating
and
if there is rain around to bring her in, and it's probably Emma King, as we mentioned
I think
last
so.
week,
Yeah,
that makes way.
and I think you can always throw Jazzy forward, Sharon forward. They can swap. Both strong, both could play forward. We know Jazzy can be deadly forward of the ball, and we wouldn't lose anything out of the stoppage, really.
I've got no idea what's going on with this camera, zooming in on
Well,
you.
what's
It's a
happening? I
bit,
don't like
it's
it.
it's the zoom shot.
Uh, yes, I think that's it. And Emma, I mean, obviously could bring the ball to ground, but it's going to be hard to mark. Because she's tall, she's slower on the ground, so you're going to need that hunt pressure on the foot on the ball in a final, particularly. And if it's a wet slog, I think Sharon and Jazzy could really do some damage down forward as
Yeah.
as the third type tall.
Well, I'm hoping by the end of the season, which will be, 9:30 tonight, that you've got Sheeran's name down pat because she's not the football.
I
She's not
always think
Sheeran.
that's why I say it because I keep thinking of the footy. Get the pill, get the Sharon.
But yeah, what a pickup she's been, and just her flexibility on a night like tonight. She can go in the midfield, do a role there. She can go to half forward, half back. Just the ultimate flexibility player, mummy muscles, and
Yep.
important in big games to be able to make those changes. Best on ground. Now, For those who, like me, don't mind a little dabble on the
Yep.
punt, I've got my best bet is I was having a look through the odds. Erica O'Shea, who's obviously been a star and was one of the three players nominated for North in the what was that? You're all over it. The
The
best player.
player of the year, where the
Player of the
club
year.
nominates. So we had obviously Jazzy won it. Congratulations. Ash was nominated. Congratulations to her for winning the Brownlow equivalent, whatever.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, Erica was nominated by North, and it's probably a bit of a slap to the All Australian selectors. I didn't even have her in the squad.
Oh, I know.
Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I still can't. But yes, Eric O'Shea is probably my best bet and paying 101 to 1. So that's juicy odds.
Yes.
So if you got an odd balance and need to round down a little bit, that's my play for tonight.
Yes, so just to peel the curtain back a bit, you can't stand an odd balance, can you?
No, I can't.
So it's got to be an even. Otherwise, if there's an odd number, you put $1.56 on something.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no sense. It's just zero zeros.
Yeah, okay.
So another one, Emma Carney. She's probably my second choice.
I've got on both.
She's paying about $40.
41, I think, when I did it. Yeah.
So gamble responsibly.
And I
of
think
course.
Sharon, I'm going to get it right one day. She was 51, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, so I got on her as well.
Obviously, the two favourites for those who might not be into that sort of stuff is Ash and Jazz, as you'd expect, and they're very short priced. But it should be an interesting game, and those two in particular, Carney and O'Shea, are going to be so pivotal coming off half back with good use. And we saw in last year's grand final, Emma Carney, she was, or in my opinion, the best player up until probably halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, and we need both of those to have good games. So
yeah, and
they're a chance. So I can't believe Eric O'Shea is 101.
I know.
That's-
I couldn't
that's
believe it when I saw it. Yeah,
juicy.
you can't not. But yeah, the Carnes played managed minutes as well. And just while we're speaking about Emma Carney, my goodness me, as if grand final week isn't stressful enough for the shin boners out there, she's floated the retirement idea as well.
Yeah, he can't be retiring to this early. When we spoke to her on the pod, she was quite keen to keep going next year as well. At that stage, that was obviously pre-season. She's had a good year, hasn't had any injuries, had some managed minutes. So, and clearly good enough to go around at least one, if not two more.
Yeah, exactly. I told her on the pod that she's got to get the boomers, about 9, Boomer Harvey that is, 9 1-year deals or whatever he got.
Yes. Yeah.
But no.
Well, the club's done the right thing. They've offered her. And Erica was signed up during the week as well. So it's more great news.
Well, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. She's brilliant. As one of the many Irish players we've got, and they all do something different and all provide great highlights to us North supporters as well.
Yes, and while we're talking about who may be best on ground, that sort of leads into the most prestigious award in all of the AFLW, the Emma Carney Award, and there's two live to win it.
There is. So it's a 2-horse race. So from memory, Ash Riddell's on 88 votes, Jazzy Garner on 82, so a 6-vote difference.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that.
Yeah, if Jazzy has another best on like last year, Ash will have to get second or third best on, which is a big chance to do. And also the final step on the podium, that's wide open.
Oh, that's
anyone's.
There's about 5 or 6 of them.
Oh, at least, I reckon, without looking at it. You haven't got it in front of you, obviously.
I do, but off the top of my head, it's about 5 or 6. Interesting yesterday, obviously the whole grand final preparations, you get the captains. The old adage that whoever holds onto the cup last wins. Well, good to see Jazzy. She was the last one to touch the cup.
Oh, is she?
Yeah,
no,
that's a good sign.
I like it.
But in all seriousness, those interviews, I enjoy watching them. But for Craig Starcevich to say, oh, we're used to being the underdogs. They've played in 8 of the 10 grand finals, haven't they? Or 7 or 8?
7 they play. This will be their 7th out of 10.
Well, hardly underdogs.
No, they're there every year.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
But Brisbane, to have a quick look at them, they've got a lot of talent. It's not going to be a walk in the park. This side knows how to win big finals. They've obviously beat Melbourne in week 1 at Icon Park, who are arguably the second best team in the comp. They've got players who have played on the big stage. Obviously, these two teams in North and Brisbane, third grand final in 3 years. So there's going to be dangerous. And we saw in 23, Dakota Davidson ripped the game from us in about a 20-minute spell. So
in the last quarter, yeah.
if it is dry conditions, she's going to be an important one, and I think Ferguson and Birch will both be fired up. Since that game, she hasn't really done any damage against us, and we've had good plans to her. So no doubt Croc and the side will continue to do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into some match notes. What do you think's going to happen?
Oh, it's going to be interesting. I reckon they're definitely going to have big plans for Jazzy Garner. I reckon there's going to be some time and effort put into her. But the thing with Jazzy is, and I think it was Kate McCarthy say this, that like you can have all the plans that you want, but if Jazzy has a 10-minute
Yeah.
spell and goes off, like with the ball,
Yeah.
not off on the bench, like if she tears the game open in a 10-minute period, then she'll rip the game away from you. So
Yeah. I think we've got a few players can do that. We can make a case all our forwards can have a purple patch and kick two or three in a quarter. They've done it. They've all done it at some stage of their career. I think it's obviously going to be hot in the contest, especially if it's wet, damp, whatever. It's going to be a territory game. I think our midfielders are better. I think we hold our width better. If they get sucked into the contest, look out for our wingers to just drive the ball long and deep and accurately to our forwards. You know, we should win and win reasonably comfortably, but you can make a case for Brisbane. Like I said, they've been there before. They've won premierships before. They've pretty much got the same team, and they've beaten Melbourne twice in the last 4 weeks.
yeah,
And Melbourne obviously pushed us last week, but I think that was our bad game, if you like, and we still managed to win it. I mean, we've got so many. We think about their few players who could tear us apart. We've got multiple who can tear them apart.
mm.
And the only thing that really worries me is probably if the ball comes in too hot and quick for our defenders.
Yeah. Well, Courtney Hodder's, if I was to rank players that scare me, she's number one.
Yeah, and either Erica or Emma Carney will get her when
Yeah,
she's forward.
they
And
will.
yeah, she can burst from a stoppage. She can burn people off. She'll take the game on, and that'll give the quick one-on-one. Our defence won't have a chance to set up our system where we like to get a loose down there. And we've normally got, when the ball hits the ground, we're normally outnumbered pretty quickly, 2-1, and then can run it out and use the ball well.
Yeah, so she's a massive one to watch. But I think similarly for us, I can see a 10-minute stretch where box office Bogue
Oh,
kicks
yeah,
3 or 4 and,
yeah,
rips the game apart. Another one, if it's dry conditions, I'm predicting a big game for Talia Randall.
yes.
I think hasn't had the biggest of final series, but I think she'll be massive.
Yeah, and I think even Emma King, like, if it's dry, her marking, I don't think they've got an overly tall defence.
No.
So if she can clunk a couple early, that'll really put the cat amongst the pigeons. And I think it'll be, if we can get out to a 2 or 3 goal lead pretty early, like we did last year, then it's just going to set up beautifully for us to manage.
Yeah, because they're painting themselves as huge, like not much of a chance, big underdogs. And I think if we get that lead, as you mentioned, then that'll really sap the
Yeah,
confidence from them. And we know how much Brisbane like to sook it up and
yeah, it's umpire.
worry more about umpiring
Yeah,
than playing. So that'd be imperative as well. But a huge game for the backlines, probably the one worry, I suppose. Well, they got a bit exposed last week, but they've been so good all year.
yeah.
And
And it's a whole, so there's pressure around the ball. We've been really good at bringing the frontal pressure. And when we win it back, we work it to the outside where there's not as much pressure. So that's our game style if we can get that going. But I think they've mimicked that. They struggled with it early when they were 2 and 3, and we thought, oh, they're gone, bye bye Brisbane. But they haven't lost a game since. So I think they've tried to mimic that, like Melbourne tried to mimic our game style. So whereas so much in the AFLW is just dump kick, get the ball, get rid of it, kick it. Whereas we try and release with 1, 2 handballs to get someone on the outside who can run and use. And that's what the better teams are also trying to do,
yeah,
which makes the whole standard better. That's why last week's prelim, us versus the Demons, was the best AFLW game ever.
agreed. Another advantage we have over the Lions is we've got the better coach. And congratulations to Darren Crocker,
I know.
second year running for the Coach of the Year.
Yeah, well, you couldn't miss on that. What is it? 26 in a row, 28, 9 undefeated, whatever,
28, yeah.
whatever we're up to. Yeah, it'll be 29, touch wood, in a few hours. Yeah, so I'm a bit nervous, not as nervous as last year, but, cautiously optimistic that we should win.
Well, you should be nervous because if anyone remembers last year's review pod, we did straight after the game and had a couple of ales. While we're at it, you predicted that we're going to win 9 flags in a row.
So
So
we're still on track. We're still
destiny
on track,
awaits.
baby. Yeah.
But obviously, it'd be huge if we do salute tonight. Be the first side in AFLW history to win back-to-back premierships and really solidify all the work that the girls have done, winning 26 in a row. Like that, I just hope they can cap off the great work and the great season that they've had while winning the flag. And I just hope they all know how much enjoyment they've given us as supporters.
Yeah.
Particularly us as podcasters. We haven't had to do a losing pod yet since we started.
Touch wood again.
Yeah, so that's very good, and yeah, I hope they can just put a nice bow on all their hard work and come home with a second piece of silverware. And good to see the boys get around the girls at training this week. And I don't know whether you saw it or not, but Nick Larkey spoke really well in front of the group and looked a bit like a captain.
Yeah, well, he's always a good speaker,
Mm.
so and yeah, he was the right choice to do it, I think.
Yeah,
Did what- did-
him or Mr. Professional.
Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's about us. We're not going to go in great detail, but just wanted to trial the video. I'm not sure why it keeps zooming in and out. So
The camera loves me. I don't know why. I don't think the camera loves me, but they keep zooming in and out. I don't know why.
please subscribe on YouTube. We've just hit 600 subscribers, so thank you very much. It's the best way to support the pod. So if you're not, please, doesn't cost anything. Takes about 10 seconds to do. Helps us get us out to more people. Yeah, we'll be back to review the grand final tonight if we win. Or
It'll be live. We're going live tonight, I reckon.
yeah,
After we win with maybe a froth or two.
well, there will be if we win.
And, yeah, if we don't, it could be a couple of days.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a while to get over it if we don't win. But we'll do the true Shimbona and soldier on.
We'll front up. But enjoy the game. If you're going along, it's going to be an amazing atmosphere. We're very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're a bit jealous. We had plans to go, but flights. Come on.
Yeah,
How much were they?
too much.
Way too much.
Yeah.
So we'll watch it on the big screen. We'll watch it together. And hopefully we watch a victory and another premiership.
Yes. All right, Shimboners, thanks for joining us. We'll figure out all this sort of computer stuff.
Yeah, if you don't like it, if you'd rather not see us, let us know because I'm quite happy to go back to that video. Let me tell you.
All right, until next time, go Roos.
Go on the Kangas.